An entrepreneur has to be a born salesperson. You're always selling to someone, you're selling to investors, you're selling to customers, and you're selling to employees. I think what employees tend to do is they want to be in a place that has an exciting vision. They want to be surrounded with people who they can learn from, they enjoy being with, and they want leadership. So those are inherently the needs for all employees in general, but early stage employees in specific. So I think it's important to chart out that vision. A startup in many ways is an exercise in bringing certainty around something which is inherently very uncertain. So in terms of laying down milestones, laying down what could this be, laying out stories, scenarios of customers that one could change, I think those are tools that help galvanize employees and equally customers and investors around a particular story. So I think that exercise is important. The other piece which is extremely important is to build a sense of ownership, not just in terms of sharing equity, but in terms of sharing decision making. Key employees who come in at an early stage in a business come in because they want an expansion in their own roles. They want to be more in a decision making capability than what a large organization would put them into. And so it's important to deliver on those propositions to early employees as much as the vision and the path to get there. So from a compensation standpoint, there is a clear arbitrage between what you pay in cash, where typically larger companies might score in addition to their own brand, and success-based compensation. So while stock options has been kind of the most popular way of structuring success-based compensation, in a market like India, ESOPs are not necessarily valued as highly by prospective employees. So we have seen some measures which are still linked to long-term value creation, but can come to fruition, in a shorter time frame. So stock grants has been one other mechanism of doing that. Shadow stocks has been another way of doing that. So essentially, what they are doing is they are still saying, you'll get a piece of value if the company creates value, but you can get it in alternate ways rather than to wait for 8 years for the company to go public or sell itself. So those have been some of the other mechanisms around the basic idea of long-term value sharing with early employees.